Yay, we're live. Happy. Oh, you just wanted the thumbnail to have your glasses on?
I just took my glasses off.
All right, we're doing another thumbnail. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, smile bigger. Yay, that's the real thumbnail for thumbnail guy who's watching. What's up, everybody? It is Wednesday. What kind of shirt you wearing? It's cute.
Just a shirt that I saw that was downstairs.
Oh, it reminds me of your merch. Is this available on your sites?
I think so.
You don't even care.
I mean, shirts ain't selling.
Maybe if you would be a little more peppy when you talked about them, they would sell.
I don't even think that's it. I think I was shocked. Like there are 2 sites. I don't know, depending on whatever video people see of mine, that they could go to 2 different places. But the only place they should go is spring.com.
Okay, so spring.com is going to take them to just your merch?
Yeah, if you go to my links.
Okay. So find him somehow on spring.com. Raised by 90s TV is on there. What's up, you guys? Welcome to episode number 54 of the Marriage Go Round podcast with Tanjareen and CT. We got married on a Wednesday. We met on a Wednesday. We worked together for 2 years on a Wednesday before we started dating. And the word wed is in Wednesday. And we're wedded in real life. We're a real life married couple. So we do our podcast on a Wednesday. I've had an eventful day. My head is all over the place. Let me take a sip of my coconut water while you look at me. I want to shout out the people who were in here before we even got on this live. Bright and early, beating Keena Keen was Jordan Taylor says, I can't wait. It's going to be fun and exciting. And then Keena Keen came in. We ready with my favorite emojis. Hashtag Team Tanjareen. Hashtag Team Reen. Autumn Reed says, this ain't no funeral home. It ain't the Terror Dome neither. Welcome to the Marriage Go Round. Capital letters with your emojis and my emojis. Thank you, Autumn Reed. No song? No pressure.
You have to stop asking for the song.
I just paused in case you want to do it.
If I ever want to do it.
Poor Autumn Reed. Remember when he used to sing for you?
I still do, but it's like you take it away whenever you're like, sometime?
Isaac
Woodruff. Gonna do it?
I don't know if I'm going to start talking and then you interrupt me with the song or not.
I was talking before you. Don't pause for it. Let me interrupt you.
Get ready. I feel like some wisdom is about to be dropped on y'all. Thank you, Isaac. Latasha Luxuries is in here. Team CT all day. Team Reen. Team Tanjareen. Login says, let's get it started. I hope that everyone has had a great week. Team CT. Team CT all day. Queen Tanjareen and CT. What's up, guy? Trip. What's good, Emperor Kip? You going to get the fly, baby? All right. He is doing what we all love as wives. When the man goes and gets rid of, not with the, baby, that's not a fly swatter.
Well, it's about to be.
That's a spatula. Well, baby, we cook with that. Baby, not with the spatula. I heard it just buzzed by me. We never get flies in here either. Gang, hope you two are doing great. Wagwanda. Wagwando, big bro. Look at me, my Jamaican accent is great. What's up, Jazzy?
Jazzy Bussa.
Jazzy made you laugh hard this week. I don't remember what it was, but I remember you laughing.
Excuse me. I told the squad, I'm like, we're gonna play COD, the first one, on a Tuesday. On Tuesday, it might have been like a month ago, and he hit me last week, and he was like, "Hey man, when is Tuesday?" And I was like, "After Monday, before Wednesday." Like, I'm not good at riddles. What is your point? He's like, "Oh, because you said we was gonna be playing COD and on a Tuesday. I was just wondering when that was." And I just laughed so hard, like, wow.
It was very funny.
Touche. The
way he told it to me was even funnier because he didn't mention I told the squad I was gonna play on a Tuesday. He just said, Jazzy hit him up and said, "Hey man, what day is Tuesday?" And he was like, "I'm not good at riddles. Day after Monday, day before Wednesday, where is this going?" And that's when he was like, he said he's gonna play it. I thought that was hilarious, and we laughed really hard at that. Good job. Before I go any further, Waffle House would win hands down. Is that to you?
Oh, touche. Yeah, I posted that reel yesterday.
Look at that. They're watching your content.
Thanks,
that must suck because I made a dead joke. Here checking in for highlights of the week. Merry-go-round. What's up, Shattered Dreams? Watching from South Africa. Ooh, the podcast is international. What's up? It's a good Jamaican accent. Thank you, Jazzy. All right, you guys. I am going to get started with the show. This is a relationship podcast. He's still holding the spatula, so I'm nervous. Did we get it?
Did we get it? No, I didn't get it.
Oh, we didn't get it. All right.
You
let's put
brought
that
it
spatula back. Is there need to?
Yes.
Blame?
Because listen, this is what you do on a regular basis. You leave doors open way too long.
I didn't do that today.
Flies, they
I
come in.
didn't do that today. I wasn't alone. I'm not the one who came in the door and left it open a long time.
So you're going to blame it on your mother.
I'm going to say
that's the type of person you are.
It seems like this is another complaint brought to you by CT. What is it this time, CT? There's a fly in the house. Sometimes the fly comes in the house based on who knows who. But today, it was important for you to say that I'm the one who brought it in when it wasn't actually me. It doesn't matter.
It was because you brought her in here, so she brought the fly in. Which means
because I pulled up with my mother.
It wasn't me. It was you.
Does this matter?
Yeah.
Get rid of it.
Does this matter? Get rid of it?
Kev on Stage posted an amazing fly swatter thing that was electric. And I was like, yo, I don't know who has this many flies in their house because he did a video and he must have
that was disgusting.
He must have killed like 7 or 8 flies. I was like, Kev, y'all got too much money to have this many flies in the house. Maybe you went and bought them at a pet shop so you could do this commercial, but all I'm saying is the device looked like it worked. So shout out to Kev on Stage. Anyways, let's do the theme song.
Yes, let's do the theme song.
And are you okay? Are we gonna have a good show?
I'm not gonna argue with you, but I'm not okay. I didn't argue with you.
You've been fussing the whole time.
Fussing?
Yes, you're very fussy today. What's the matter?
You're the matter.
What did I do this time?
Existed.
Would you rather me dead?
No, I would never want you dead.
All right. Well, then let's do this mother trucking theme song and let's have a good gosh darn time.
Is that the only other option? Would I rather you dead? It's not like, hey, would you rather?
I said, what did I do wrong? You said existed. The opposite of existing is unlive. Is that the word for it? They call it unlive now? Unlive and unhoused.
First of all, people saying unhoused is not going to change these people's situation. You changing the word around it. Why don't you change their situation?
Why don't you give them a place to live?
Yeah.
That part, if you want to help something.
We don't call them homeless. We call them unhoused.
I know. They'll correct you for that,
the fact that you call them anything and not help them is the problem.
And I think the people who are unhoused don't give a damn what you call it, as long as you get them a place to stay. Mama Reen, I love it. Monty says, I don't know who let the fly in, but it wasn't Mama Reen. I know that's right. And she will be watching this podcast.
You can't say I know that's right. It was you who blamed her.
Excuse me.
You know what I'm really tired of? I'm really tired of not being able to speak.
Nobody wants to hear from you.
Got it.
I'm just kidding. You do speak. You just be complaining all the time. I don't have time for indirect, so I will just leave it at this. Talk direct, Jazzy says. Okay. Existing, exactly, Latasha. That's what he said to me. Okay, so let's do the theme song. You know me, I have to get my perfect voice ready by doing that run. What's it called? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, and do. There's a name for it that you people that are in the music industry know. 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, hold on. You're holding the spatula, so I already know you're not giving me your full energy. I see this. I see where this is going. So I'm gonna.
If the fly comes around,
you're gonna squat it in the middle of our theme song.
I don't like bugs.
I don't either.
I definitely don't want any bugs in my home.
I don't either.
I've shut down gatherings because somebody's brought something.
Okay, so the theme song, I just want you to know, I look forward to it every week, and I'm so grateful that you sing it with me.
I hate it with every fiber of my being.
No, baby, you don't hate it.
You gonna tell me what I hate?
You don't hate it. Did she just false start, CT? That's not how you spell my name. Jeffrey, you're on my page. Check a look around. It's called Scales. Thank you, Autumn Reed. I knew you would know. Okay, here we go. Let me hit my scales. And do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, and do. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'm sorry. The way you look is making me laugh.
Because I want to get it over with. And you're not doing it.
5, 6, 7, 8. Marriage go round. This is married things and things and rock. Married things and things and rock. The Real Relationship Podcast. Baraka. Very nice, baby. Very nice. You okay? We got it done.
The piece of my soul dies every time I sing that song.
Folding chairs is the new fly swatter. That's funny, Randy. Bro said, I hate it. I know, but he doesn't mean it. Anyways, what you been up to this week?
Being told how I feel, being told what I can and can't feel, what I do and don't like. Let's see. I got my hair braided. I should say I got my scalp braided 2 days ago.
Pulled you hard, huh?
Man, she was so tight with the pulling.
Unpause. Go ahead.
There's nothing pause about that.
I said unpause. I didn't know what to say the opposite. If I said press play, they wouldn't have got it.
let's see, since last show, Kingsley birthday weekend, BT Kingsley had a musical performance. He also did a show. He did a comedy show, and you did a gathering here at the house for your church.
I did.
That was very fun. It was a Gourmets for God, basically where a person from the church, people from the church, I should say, volunteer their homes and they volunteer to cook a meal. And people from the church bid on whoever's house that they want to go as space and seats allow. And Tanjareen threw one. And it was incredible. It was a very fun time. People from the church came. We played games. We had some amazing vegan food that Tanjareen prepared and provided. And it was just a great time all around. And then Sunday, nope. And then Monday.
Sunday, nope.
Nope. And then Tuesday, nah. So other than the gym, I haven't been out the house since Saturday.
Nope, nah. So yeah, you're absolutely right. BT had Kingsley Fest week, which was a bunch of stuff. But Saturday, I cooked for like 25 people. About 20 guests showed up. That was a lot of work. I stay up for 2 days whenever I do that. He was an amazing co-host. He was killing in the games. He led him in Werewolf a couple times. He led him in this other icebreaker. We had a great time with my church folks. I was exhausted after that, but we both went to BT's performance, and it was a lot of other comedians performing on the show. Tyree Spivey, the fake Tyree, Alexis Miranda, Dion Lack, Shantae Wayans. It was a great lineup of friends of ours who do more than just what we know them for. They all had songs out. Triune. It was a great time, but I was exhausted.
Very nice way to say it. More than what we know them for.
Yeah, because you're like, oh, that person does comedy. It was like, oh wait, they also have music on streaming platforms, and BT has a whole album out that I told you guys about that was really good. And then I've been back on the picket line, guys, and today I organized something called Picket Line Karaoke. I didn't create it. The Writers Guild created it at the beginning of their strike, and I invited them to come to where I picket at Warner Brothers. And there was a chef, a celebrity chef. She cooks for Lena Waithe, Ava DuVernay, Aisha Hines, and she wanted to donate food to a picket line. And I was like, oh, I'll organize it where you come to where I'm going to be and picket line karaoke on the same day. We had a great turnout. I did Baby Got Back by Sir Mix-a-Lot. Those videos are going to go up soon because everybody's been tagging me in them. We had an amazing time, but that was out in 100-degree weather because it's very hot today. So my mom came to support my event. That's why she was here, to allegedly let the fly in. It doesn't matter. The fly will be gone soon. They only have a 1 day's shelf life anyway. But I wanted to make sure that I got her home on her train so we could do our show. Why you look at me like that? Are you unhappy? That's too bad. Way to go, Tanj, for helping people. Much respect. Thank you. That sounds like good sleep there, Tanjareen. That melanin is popping. Oh, thank you. You guys, if I'm allowed to show you, because I've been picketing at least 3 times a week in 90 to 100-degree weather in the valley. I don't know if you can see because the light is on, but this color and this color, you see the difference? I am 4 or 5 shades darker than I normally am. I am so dark. It's crazy. Yes, that must have been fun. It was. CT, you complaining. You know how many people wish they could grow braids? You talking about how tight your braids are?
Oh, man, Randy, I'm sorry for you, brother. But the pain that I felt, I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy.
Woo-wee.
She literally, I felt like, oh, man, is my eyelid braided within one of these?
Oh, my goodness. But it looks great. It's
Thank
very
you.
Sexy. That's why I took your headshots for you the other day, because I was like, ooh, let me get your picture right now. So I was told to check my Cash App real quick before we go on. And you guys really, y'all saw the blessings from last episode. Those came out of nowhere. The name of that episode is We Cried Literal Tears. So thank you for that. Ashley White sent us $10. It says blessings to you and CT. Love y'all. Thank you, Ashley White. These kisses are just for you. Mwah, 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 mwah. Thank you for sowing seeds onto this Tanjareen and CT tree. I appreciate you. She is a sweetheart. And she came in here and asked us some advice about relationships last week. Ashley, if you want to click the link and let us know your update, we would love to hear it. She's let me know some things that are going on, and I would love for her to share with all of us. So thank you very much for that, Ashley White. Braids so tight, CT can't even frown. That's funny. He got Botox. Man. Botox braids. Lord have mercy. So, Jazzy. Jazzy says.
Read it. I don't have my glasses on.
Your podcast has brought me and my wife closer than we. This is about to be funny because Jazzy's funny. Your podcast has brought me and my wife closer than we have ever been in 5 years. I even give her flowers now once a week. She's still stiff and seems to ignore me day and night, though, usually just laying around. I give her daily love and affection, but I feel like we're more than 6 feet apart. My question is, are Takis just rolled up Doritos? And if so, how do I get my dead wife to treat me with some Aretha-styled respect?
Incredibly written.
He is a poet and he knows it. Your dead wife? And our Takis just rolled up Doritos? I didn't grow up eating Takis.
I never ate a Taki.
I just saw them on in hood, like music videos, and in Orange is the New Black. And I was like, oh, when they did that Hot Cheetos and Takis episode, I was like, man, Takis must be popping, but I don't know. What's up, CT and Tanjareen? Loving the new look, CT.
Appreciate you, my guy.
Cobra Tay. We're watching you guys live from Cancun. Hashtag Band Talk. Hey, nice. Zedion, thanks for watching. Your forehead is showing strength, boy. Is that your forehead?
You gotta be talking about mine. You can't see yours.
What? It's always in here.
Well, let's not.
Oh, you embarrassing my forehead?
Yes.
Hey guys, you still there? Whew. I got all that, but there's a lot of brain in there. So whatever. Oh my God, Jazzy. So anything you guys want to talk about? Keep it about relationships. This is a relationship podcast. Don't ask when we're coming to your city to perform. It's all about relationship. Bandersnatch is literally eating Takis right now. I'm 12. That's funny that you have those. Update. Okay, Ashley's going to come in later. Monty, I just talk about her a lot because I got to stay strong. Also, she's fake. Yeah, we knew that. We know you're single. Anything you want to say about relationship before we get into anything? You are so unhappy.
What did I do?
So I was thinking about what we would talk about today, and I know you guys might have seen this pop up already online. Tiffany Haddish is producing a docuseries about successful women who date homeless men. Successful women who date homeless men. She hopes to change the stigma about the topic. Everyone deserves to have someone is the quote. So a documentary about successful women who date homeless men. This reminded me that I have a cousin who was doing life in prison. And he found love while he was behind bars. He went in when he was 15 years old, and he found love by someone he had never met. She wanted to marry him. He's, by the grace of God, he has changed his life, had enough lawyers. He got out 2 years ago.
What?
He got out. He is now married. And I'm not sure if it's the same woman that was trying to marry him when he was in there, but I think he actually met a new person. But my question is, because we already have seen those documentaries, there are a lot of women who fall in love with and want to marry men in prison. So successful women marrying homeless men, or women who have something going for themselves who would choose somebody who's in prison. What is that about? What is it? What are we looking for, ladies? What are we looking for that a homeless man could give to us, or that a man in prison could give to us? Are our standards too low, or do we just want to build a man, or do we want a man that we can know where he is? You know, he's not cheating with another woman if he's in prison, but he might be doing something. Eyes got big. But what is it about? Those are two different topics, but I want to know your thoughts on a woman who would date, a successful woman who would date a homeless man, first of all, CT.
Well, I think everything that you said is a yes and for me. But at the same time, I believe that women that are successful, there's a smaller pool of men to date from, because obviously, no matter how successful you are, there's rarely going to be men that are also successful that want to date you, right? It's usually got to be a balance, and that balance being someone has to be able to take care of the other. So if it's a woman, she's going to find more solace in a man that has less than her. So like you said, she can help build him. And there's a part of power there. And as a man isn't going to want to date a woman that has just as much, if not more than him commonly, because he won't be able to have the power dynamic. So when women are dating these guys in prison, I think it's all of that. You said something to me years ago that I brought up the other day. I asked you, hey, how do I turn the oven fan on? How do I turn the oven off? Right. And you said, I need you to need me. And I laughed so hard. But that's the truth on so many people, not just women.
It's a running thing with you and I, though.
Yeah. So when you see the women that are dating these guys, it's like, oh, I can put some money in his books. I can make these arrangements. I can help get a lawyers. I can try and get them out. All of these things. I need you to need me instead of it being he doesn't need me, which is what a guy would be who's free.
So it's a power thing, is what you
think. I would think so.
Okay. I'm reminded of times where, obviously before CT, I dated guys who ended up sleeping on my couch for a while, or maybe they were sleeping on a friend's couch. So technically they're homeless, but my love language is quality time. My love language was physical touch. And there's comedians who say, female comedians who say that guys with the best sex don't really have a car or a house. So they need somewhere to lay up. So they're really good at pleasing a woman because they know she's going to let them spend the night and spend the next night and spend the next night. So I know that I've spent time with guys who didn't have their own place. What you laughing at?
I'm just thinking back to
your whole days.
Yeah.
All right.
The days where I didn't have a pot to pee in or a window to throw it out of, and just depending on the kindness of those ladies.
So were you laying that schlong all around town so you had somewhere to sleep?
Well, that's the thing. During the time where it was like me staying with somebody, I never slung nothing to stay anywhere with anybody. But there were women that, like, my thing was food. So I was like, oh, let me kick it at this girl house. Maybe she'll cook. Yeah. Or let me go over her house and maybe I might catch her today. She's going grocery shopping and she take me grocery, whatever. But I always had my own place to stay.
You did.
And a car or my way around, because I didn't like that dynamic. I saw too many men be like, yeah, man, my girl, she got the car. I can't go nowhere. Or I ain't got no money because my girl's supposed to give me a couple $. Like, I didn't ever want to be that guy. So
you would lose your power as well.
You lose your power that way. You're under the thumb of someone else. And I wasn't raised that way.
Ooh, we got a lot of comments coming in for this topic. This is great. Let me go up to where we started. My goodness, thank you guys so much. That's a lot of surface, Tanj. The woo CT. Yeah, but I don't want Monty telling her, my pretty friends, I'm married. Okay, let me see. Where do we go? Someone tell her it's unhoused now. Okay, got it. Unhoused. What did I say? She definitely holds Fenty packs.
She said unhoused before.
Okay. She definitely holds Fenty packs in her panties for him. Looking for love
fentanyl
with the unhoused man.
That's what that means.
Fenty packs is fentanyl? Because I was thinking Fenty makeup, and I was like, that's interesting. Why would a man want that? That's why I went right over to the next one, because I don't judge what people say. That's weird how folks get married in prison. Do they have relations with other prisoners when they have phone relations? You mean like if you get turned on while you're talking to the person on the phone, and then you got, blue bottoms, and then you maybe because they have a special relationship with them, even though they're in prison. Maybe Jordan Taylor, but how did they get it if they never met before they were in prison? These are not people that you were in love with before you went. It's because they have abs, Tanjareen. Y'all know I love abs.
That's it. They have abs.
Monty says the pickings are slim out here. I don't know.
I've heard.
Yeah, that hurts men's feelings though when they hear that. Low key.
What? That pickings are slim? Mm-hmm. Why would that hurt any men's feelings?
Well, if a man takes it personal, especially if he's single, it doesn't hurt yours. But single men that hear women say, there ain't no good men out here. Like, hello, what am I? What are you talking about?
I hear that in theory, but even as a married man, if you hear a woman say the pickings are slim out here, or ain't no this or ain't no that, I think just because I know that women outnumber men, that men have so many options, you should never be angry or annoyed or take anything personal. The woman was like, I'm not interested in that. I want this. He's like, all right, well, I know there's a girl who's down with all of this.
Damn. Love it. Ashley says, low key, I someone used to speak to someone that was on house arrest. The biggest mistake. However, I learned my worth after that, and my standard got higher by not settling for anything. Interesting. It's a show that I love, starring Kerry Washington, called, it's about her and her father. He comes home from prison. It's called Unprisoned.
Oh, thanks for scabbing. It's not called that.
Oh, okay.
Thankfully.
Whatever it's called. He reminds me that a good person with a big heart can be on house arrest for a while. They're going to get off eventually. So do they not deserve love? Or maybe not until they get off house arrest. Is that the point? Them homeless folks, be grateful and respectful like women who have kids but don't have a vehicle. That's funny because they need you to take them somewhere and pick their kids up. Remember all the times we picked up people's kids and took them to school? When I was between places, my sex game was always strong. Suffering men hump with purpose. Yes, that's the t-shirt right there, Guy Trip. Broke men hump with purpose. I didn't say
because you're trying to get a goal. You got to put it down because you need something from her.
Exactly. Monty, please spare me. Hey, CT, put the guys away before you get wife show demonetized. Pew, pew, pew.
That's hilarious.
I love that, Nova Speed.
Today is actually going to be bicep day, so thank you.
We're going to the gym later?
I'm going to the gym later.
Why do you keep changing my we's to I's?
Because it's not a we. You only went to the gym with me one time, and you were...
I went more than once.
I said with me.
I went more than once.
Twice.
I went more than twice. I'm not sure why you feel the need to put me down and make it seem like I haven't gone to the gym with you
Tanjareen.
a few times. And if I'm offering to go today, why take that from me?
I don't need you to go with me anymore.
It's not a need. Oh, so me going with you was just for you. It wasn't for me to get a workout?
Right. I needed you to go with me. I needed somebody to be like, hey, come on, we're going to go. So I don't need the motivation anymore.
So what about my motivation?
You've had it. You go to your spin classes and you go to your let me tell you about her gym. My gym is where people who just got out go. Where she goes to the gym, it's a mecca. It's like they have selfie booths.
They do not.
They have people to take your picture for you. Hey, would you like a picture after your workout? Would you like that?
They don't, but my gym is.
We're doing a class. We're gonna have popcorn after. Just come. Also, we're gonna help you with self-tapes. If you have an audition,
gosh, you're making up stuff. My gym is nice because it's dark in there. It's like a nightclub. It's very, very dark. There's only a red light in there. They sometimes have DJ night. So you come in there and they'll be playing like Drake or whatever. Spin class, has its own sound system. There's a room in there.
My gym is a dude named DJ. You ain't got no DJ.
There's a room called Cardio Cinema. And that's a big projector screen on the wall. You can play whatever you want off of Netflix while you do any cardio you want in there. Bike, elliptical, whatever.
Ain't no
that's
TVs
separate.
in my gym. The only TVs you got is in the treadmill, the elliptical, and a Stairmaster.
And we have TVs there as well. But yeah, it's a cool gym. But it's
they got a black light in there.
That's ridiculous. Why would we want to see the sweat like that? Her gym got a smoothie bar. We definitely have a smoothie bar.
Mine does too, but it closes way too early. Like ours closes at like 5. You're like, people are coming in at 5.
Yeah, they don't care about you guys. Satan's gym has smoothie and pop music. Exactly.
Yeah.
Not where people who just got out go. That's hilarious.
Let me tell you something. I was in there yesterday, and there's a certain time and area that you go when you see certain dudes on a bench press, and you're like, I don't need to go over there. That's their area. They only working on their upper body, which is all I work on too. But it's just like,
Monty says the accuracy, CT. That's exactly Tangereen's gym because Team Tanjareen has gone to the gym with me on the screen.
Yeah, my gym. Like when I was inviting Tanjareen to go to the gym with me, it was like, yo, let's go together and let's be in there. And that was also before I had routines, and that's before I had body parts to work on and even workouts to have. So it was just more so like me just going in there toying around. I would do 30 minutes on the elliptical, and then I would go do 30 minutes, on certain free weights or whatever. And since I got days, I got shoulder day, chest day, bicep day, tricep day, I'm about to include a back day. So
he's a pro now. He doesn't need me.
I don't really need her.
But you have a membership where I can go with you. I don't need to be next to you. I just want to go in with you. The motivation is we get in the building together. Then I go do my thing, you do your thing if I'm going to slow you down.
Tanj, if my arms haven't motivated you yet, I don't know what will.
You know what? You've changed ever since you've been going to the gym.
You have too. You know what's so funny about when
you've been going to the gym, I've changed?
I was talking about when you go to the gym.
I've been going to the gym.
When you were going to the gym, like every other day, you were so elitist. You were talking to me. Hey, babe, can I go to the gym? I'm gonna make some eggs. I can't eat that. Okay, but go ahead, enjoy it. I gotta get rid of this.
This is how you felt when I was talking my normal
life.
So
you're talking, and then I would eat something. You were like, you're not gonna get anywhere if you're eating that. And I'm like,
I still say that.
I'm just trying to live my life. Yeah, well, you need to incorporate this. And it's like, I've never done that to you since I've found my routines.
It's been 3 weeks.
It is not. I was about to cuss.
Anyways,
it has not been 3 weeks.
He's a little cranky today, but we're back to relationship talk.
We were
talking about Why would a successful woman date a homeless man? Or have any of you dated somebody who was homeless or someone who was in prison? We see a lot of stories where women choose a man who has life in prison or a lot of years in prison and they want to marry him. Let's see. Reggie says it all depends if the person is homeless with potential or homeless. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Ashley says, talking about the guy she dated who was on house arrest, he got mad once I stopped taking his calls and not responding to him because he was really using me for his needs and his nookie game was trash. Oh, you had sex with this guy on house arrest? And that was my first time having nookie during that time. Aww. Okay, let's see. Ramona says, I dated someone before they went to prison. When he got out for like 10 minutes, then went back in. I was done. That's the thing. They don't teach you the skills on how to stay away from the people you were around before you went in. When you get out, all of them throw you a party and they put you right back into life.
Her name is Ramona Askew.
Ramona Askew?
Hey, did Ramona ask you about a... That's hilarious.
Oh, he got the nerve to walk on the counter. He's out of control.
Oh, yeah.
Not with the spatula. Get a napkin.
Ain't no napkin on.
Oh, now I gotta buy another spatula.
You do. I don't know where he flew off.
He flew that way. If
Where?
You're going this way. He flew that
way.
I don't know. It's dark in there. Where was I? Let's see. The gym sounds like it makes 24-hour fitness look budget. The way this Negro looked at her and said fentanyl, I didn't know. Oh my God, he's on the screen. Don't you hit my iPad with that food spatula.
Shit.
Well, successful women who date homeless men, I say to each their own, I don't judge. Cobra Tay, that's very nice of you. Let's see what else you guys are saying. CT about to do shoulders after this. CT said the arms are reason enough. Didn't he say that? CT, only problem with that is somebody got a flashback when they was on the yard. I know, right? He's on the yard. Oh, you letting it out? Okay, now he's opening one of the doors. I don't see it flying, baby. Definitely don't want to be in that gym and all the plates being used and they take yours because you the little ninja in the building. The one where the prison gym, the one for people that just got out. CT is on the hunt. I dated a girl who was trying to move in after a week of dating. Oh, so she was homeless. Okay. And you just lived with your last girl, right, Emperor Kev? You got a nice crib? Because we don't be trying to move in with people if that crib ain't clean. If I ever get locked up, I'm calling Leroy Strickland Jr. I was waiting on something for that. Thank you, Randy. That's an old joke. Got it, Ramona. Ramona asked you, because you've had that name your whole life. Just like people try to say, Tanjareen, your name is Tanjareen. Was your sister's name Apple? And it's like, you think I haven't heard that before?
What Ramona say?
She said it's an old joke, CT.
Well, it's new to me. I just met you. I hate when people, like you just said with your name, you got a sister named Apple. Hey, sometimes people still just meet you. You've been Ramona for however long you've been Ramona. Today is the first time I heard your name.
Yeah, and it was funny to me. It's
Good.
The first time I noticed
that's all that matters.
And that's all that matters. Hey, my mom is here. Hi, Mommy. Hey, Ramona's laughing. See, it won't let me click on my mom. That's interesting. There we go. Loving that hair, girl. Thank you, Mommy. Appreciate your help with it. CT after that bug, like America's Most Wanted. Ain't
yeah, so? Man, I needed to get out.
Homeless people are just trying to get back in life. Okay, we got a bunch of memes we could talk about, but we also have an update from Ashley White and somebody else in the green room to talk to us about relationships. Again, today I was just talking about the fact that successful women date homeless men. What's in it for them? Women who date men who've been to prison or who are still in prison, I should say. What's in it for them? Autumn Reed says, I've dated felons and pretty sure at least 3 were living in a parolee halfway house. But once I realized the situation, it ended. If you can't leave the county, it ain't gonna work. Now, so a woman who's dating a guy in prison, there's no date night. You can't stay on the phone with her that long. They got, a 15 minutes time limit? In there. They have burners in there because I do have somebody who calls me who be trying to FaceTime me and everything. I have an account that I used to follow on Instagram. They used to do a dating site on their Instagram page from prison. They would go do videos and they would introduce each other and be like, tell me what you into, CT. And he would be like, I like to bench press. I like top ramen. I like light-skinned girls. Like they would try to find girls that were not in prison, from Instagram. It was genius. And I'm like,
also while we at it, everybody like light-skinned girls. Like when you say that, it's not like it's a new thing. Like you're not saying it like you're describing a purple chick. Like, yeah, I like light skinned girl. Everybody does. Everybody loves everything that is beautiful. If there's a beautiful chocolate girl, you're gonna say, I love a chocolate girl. If it's like, come on.
Some people don't look at chocolate girls at all. So
yeah.
I got an ex in prison. She always needs some money. Like, what you need money in prison for? Yo, they do. Yeah. I got somebody who's probably watching this right now from his burner phone. He always asked me to send him something on this Cash App and put his name in the form thing so that the person who has the Cash App will give him money. They need it because that's how they do their deals. That's how they get their commissary. There's also baskets, gift baskets that the prison websites can send out for them. CT gonna do a Kia commercial with my dog, Big Joe. Watch.
It's like when you say you like a light-skinned girl, do you think a light-skinned girl's gonna be watching? They're like, oh, I got a chance. They know they got a chance. You gotta say something like, yo, I love women with crooked teeth. Then they gonna be like, oh, I haven't been represented so long. Thank you for saying that. Send him my information.
Meanwhile, Z-Dog's question got answered. What you need money for in prison? Bandersnatch said, food, Z-Dog. Food. Man. Ramona Askew says, they need money for food. And then Jazzy says, why would you not need money in jail? Laughing emoji. They better eat that ish. Our taxes pay for it, Z-Dog says. Z-Dog's clearly not been in jail. And that's enough. It's okay. All right, let's go to this person right here who is already bouncing. Oh, it is the color at the bottom so we can see it bounce more. Hey, hey, hey. Shake it, shake it, shake it. I love it. And, oh, okay. Are we wearing a brassiere today?
No. It's all titties.
Okay. It's all yitties. Got it. Thank you, Ashley W. That's her Cash App. Ash Elise 3 at the bottom. You're in a great mood. Where are you calling from? And what would you like to tell us about relationships?
Charlotte, North Carolina. So I do have a question before I give the update.
Okay.
Do you believe that soul ties can form without the physical aspect? Like, can it be formed through emotional or mental?
That's a good question. She put that in my Discord. So can somebody have a deep connection with just the mental and spiritual and not the physical? CT?
Yes. Soul tie is different though. The soul ties come around once some of the physical has happened, but you can have an extremely deep connection with somebody. I had a deep connection with a girl when I was 12 until I was 16, and we had met over the phone.
That's cute.
The phone. There was no internet or social media, so we had to imagine how each other looked. And we were both sheltered kids, so we couldn't just get on a bus and go see each other. And I remember being 13 saying, I love you, and her saying it back. Aww. Like we had a kitty puppy love relationship. And we were so like close. And then when we finally met, neither of us were what the other expected. And I'm always very kind and respectful to people, especially women. And when I saw her, she had cross eyes, right? There's nothing wrong with people with cross eyes. We're talking about 16-year-old me in the early 2000s, okay? So she had cross eyes. She said she was light-skinned and she was brown, like really brown. So I'm like,
darker than me?
Yeah. So I was like, how do people get these complexions mixed up, right? So she said she was caramel. She was every bit of cocoa dark chocolate, which I love chocolate women, but if you're telling me what you are, I'm going to think that you're a thing. And yeah, so she said she was caramel. She ended up being extremely dark. She was cockeyed. Her voice didn't match her face. And then she had the audacity to say, I didn't think you would look like that. And I was like, me? Baby girl, I'm gorgeous. You are not, but I didn't say that. So needless to say, when we met each other, the ties were broken. But we did have the connection beforehand.
Dang, it sounded like she pulled the thing from Friday where Smokey thought she was girlfriend Janet Jackson. Talk about, hell no. Why you like saying she talk about she look like Janet Jackson?
She looked
more
like
Freddie Jackson, exactly. Good job.
I couldn't
Ashley.
believe it. I was like, she made me feel like I was ugly. I'm like, baby girl.
Z-Dog said you probably described yourself as African-American He-Man.
No, I'm always extremely accurate with how I describe myself.
What you be saying?
When I was 12, I was like, all right, I'm dark skinned, I'm chubby, and I have a great smile. And then she was like, okay, you probably lying. And I'm like, no, that's just how I look. I'm like, I got a fade because I had a fade. And when we met, I was less chubby, but I was still like dark skinned with the fade and everything that I said. And she had the nerve.
Yeah, she catfished you. Thought he was meeting up with Tracy Ellis Ross. Psych, you already in love now. That's funny. It reminds me of, because back in the day, you didn't have a way to FaceTime. You didn't have a way to like text a picture. You had to just go off of that.
Take their word.
And then wait until you got away to their house or, you know, a bus ride. So that's adorable. To answer your question, because
your voice matches your face though. Like I'm hearing you speak, like you have a pretty girl voice. You don't sound unattractive.
Thank you.
And then you see you, and you're like, oh wow, I was spot on. You are very attractive, and you have this great voice.
What do unattractive girls sound like?
No, that's not an unattractive girl. That's a girl who just isn't great with communication.
Okay, got it.
But you know she got a body.
So Ashley asked the question in my Discord, and what she had just said is, can you and your partner form soul ties without the physical aspect? Like, could it be formed through an emotional or mental aspect, or is it only through physical/sexual aspect? Eddie Mack, who's a Tanjareen member on my Patreon and my OnlyFans, says that physical connection is just as important as the emotional or mental aspect. Now, there are exceptions to it. If your partner is not physically able, adds a new variable. So if she's handicapped or, you know, something's wrong down there, like a friend of mine got the second one of these, made her sick down there for over a year. And her man just had to wait it out. And that's love. Just like wait it out. So you had to have other things to keep you engaged. I think because I was celibate for up to 3 years, I got a deep connection with the people that I was dating because I wasn't doing that. Because we don't think straight when we get some. We be like, we forget all the red flags when we get some. Mm-hmm. We held out for a long time. I think that made us stronger. Do you not agree?
No, I completely agree. But I mean, and this goes back to previous episodes, if you guys remember, months ago, when I was like, yo, let me use this hand. Sex isn't in my top 5 of things that I'm thinking about with a person. And then Tanjareen was like, oh no, it's extremely important to me. And then all the women, yeah, because I can't be with no man. I'm like, what if he beats every other thing on your list except sex? Well, I can't do it. You were like, so if he gives you 9 out of the 10 things on your list and sex is not one of them, you can't be with him. They're like, no. Okay, so if he gives you sex, but none of the other things on your list, you could be with him. Every woman, yes, which is ridiculous to me.
That's our problem. That's why we could date a homeless dude.
That's what, so Tanjareen and I's relationship was built off of a different foundation. So it's like when you are forced to get to know somebody and you take that one thing that everybody does off the table, you're like, oh, wow, I love everything about you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Ashley's voice sounded like she was a cheerleader that was down for whatever.
Hey, yo, Z-Dog.
What's up, Wagner? What's up?
Hey, look at her face. Hey,
she
yo.
She didn't deny it, though.
She didn't deny it, but the shock on her face was look at this. Yo, that's a rare.
Emily has her mouth open. Oh, God.
Yeah. When you shock somebody, boy, that was worth the price of admission, boy.
I let F wasn't a cheerleader, but I mean.
Oh, one leg went up. Thank you. Guy Trip says, how many points do you take off if you see a perfect 10 with a floating eye? Because you said she was cockeyed.
Can't do the eye. That's one thing I know about myself. Can't do the eye.
See, he thought he was meeting Tracy Ellis Ross, but instead he was meeting Tracy Morgan. Woo-hoo.
Yo, what more in there?
Crazy cockeyes are
pork and beef juice.
A first sight deal breaker. All right, give us an update, Missy. Tell everybody what's been going on, because last we talked to you, you have been, I won't say celibate, because celibate actually is defined by waiting for marriage. I'll say you were abstinent for 7 years. You've been in heat lately, and you've been asking us a lot of questions in the Discord and on this show about when is the right time, who to give it to. You met somebody that were younger than you. We told you that wasn't the one. And you met somebody the next week and you said you had a crush. You sounded like you were just ready to give it to whoever because it's been a long time and you're ready. So what's happened since last Wednesday?
I don't kiss and tell, but...
You literally kiss and tell. I want to know all of it.
So I realized there's a reason why they say you glow when you get some things. So it was great. I could say that.
Oh,
so you got some. You're not in your 7-year drought. Congratulations. Scale of 1 to 10. How would you rate it?
It broke off my scale. Here's the thing.
Okay.
I actually we knew each other.
Stuttering. Woo!
I'm trying to keep it low key. We knew each other already, so we already had like, but I mean,
bless you.
With him.
So which guy was it?
He was one of the players from the Pro-Am, but he was my age though.
He wasn't one of the ones you even talked to us about. This was somebody completely different.
But he was
anybody could get it. She was like, I'm ready. Y'all said no to him. Okay, he's busy because he's finna go out of town. He got a game. Let me go to this guy that I've known for how long have you known him?
A few months.
Oh, I thought you meant longer than that. Okay, a few months. It's off the scales. It was that good. How many minutes would you say it lasted?
I lost count. I was like, here's the thing.
Okay.
Crazy over a girl with a sundress. Okay. So, I mean, plus like.
You said he went crazy over a girl with a sundress?
Guys go crazy over a girl with a sundress, but.
Yes.
Had the sundress. So like, here's the thing. Guys like the sundresses when they're like, because all you have to do is lift and sit. Lift and sit.
Jesus Christ.
So were y'all just standing somewhere in public and he just lifted the dress?
Yes. It was somewhere. It was.
You had sex at work, didn't you, Ashley? Y'all had somewhere. Y'all was in public somewhere, Ashley. This man didn't even buy you a burger.
As hot as it was outside. As hot as it was outside, you let him get inside that pocket outside, Ashley?
He had some hot pocket. She wasn't going to go home and take a shower. She was in heat. And it was hot outside. It was perfect.
Was it before or after the practice?
Practice. Oh, the Pro-Am League practice? Lord have mercy. It was probably after.
Way after the games. Like, this was.
Don't judge.
I'm literally just asking
They have
her.
a shower in their gyms.
I didn't know.
He probably played the game and took a shower. She the one that didn't have a shower. I don't know what she had.
It was like when I say after the games, like it was after like the season done. So like it was like I said, it was just like all I had to do was like I just realized guys go crazy over a sundress, girl with a
Hey, yo.
Oh, Amos sent 3,000 stars. My stars are activated on Facebook. My super chat is activated on YouTube. Ashley's already sent me a cash app of $10, and now I've got 3,000 stars sent by Amos Coates. So I got to stop and say, Amos Coates, these kisses are just for you. Thank you for sowing seeds onto this tangerine tree.
Was it only the one time, or has it happened again after that?
Just once. Just once.
Bandersnatch said, get the spray bottle now. That's what you do with a dog when they're misbehaving and when they're in heat, you spray some water on them. Hopefully you get some ice cream to cool down, Wagner Bub Lamont says. She got jackhammered like I recommended. Amos is a show off, Reggie said. And Amos, you weren't here last week, but Reggie sent us a hefty cash app last week. Why is her internet breaking up now? I know. As soon as she got to the details, just like Lexi Lex says, I'm mad her Wi-Fi is acting up as soon as she gets to the details. It's not your fault. Wait, you gave it up after all this time and it was just a sweaty sundress sex outside? So many questions, Monty says. CZ dog, not even on Facebook. I'm sorry.
So like, it was, so here's the thing. Like, it was on a Sunday, okay? So it was like, I had my sundress on, but I was already clean anyway. So all I had to do was walk, that's just like, we had conversations though. Here's the thing. We had conversation. He was real patient with me. So.
All right. Hey.
So he talked you through it to make sure everything was consensual, respectful. He took his time. That's what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations.
He need to make sure he was consensual because she was the one that was ready.
She plotted him. Did you take it from him, Ashley? Did you lift your stuff just and start twerking on him?
All I had to do, look, here's the thing. I ain't gonna lie. I guess I've been told I have like some type of voice. Like when I do like some type of voice that somebody said like my voice sounded like I was a freak. So I'm just like, I was like, okay, so, but like, I mean, hey, I was like, hey, if I give off that vibe to that person, I'm like, look, I mean, it was already, we were like this already. So like,
well, you don't have any regrets. It sounds like you're happy with your decision. It sounds like you enjoyed yourself. We could tell you were ready. So no judgment. You're 31 years old. You're a grown woman. You can do what you want with your vagina and whoever wants it.
Absolutely. But it would be, I'm just saying, here's the thing. I'm not going, I would want somebody, if I'm going to be with someone, I want someone to, you know, get that juice up. Like, get that juice up, because I'm not going to be tied down to somebody that just says, oh, they good, but your sex game is trash. Like,
so wait, was it good or was it not good?
Oh, no, it was great.
Okay, great. Okay.
So why only the one time?
Why? Because basically, all I do was just be very persuasive. Like, I was just like, we were just flirting. We were just flirting.
Wait, so is he out of town right now? Your internet is really breaking up.
Wait, so is he out of town right now?
Yeah, is he out of town?
Is he in the bed?
Is that your mom?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hi, Mama. I met her when I was in North Carolina. She came to one of my shows with Ashley. So we can talk about this on the podcast on my Discord after this. It's time to do a new episode. Get some details. So you guys, if you're part of Team Reen and you're on my Patreon for just as little as 20 cents a day, you could be a member of the podcast and you can also watch the podcast. It'll be on Patreon.
Here's the thing. I was doing this like, hold on, wait a minute. Let my mom be. Like, I was like.
Yes. We'll talk about why you chose the Lord's Day. Monty says, not the Lord's Day, Ashley. Doing it on the Lord's Day, Reggie says. LMAO, not everyone disappointed in you getting some, Ashley. Randy says 7 years down the drain. Time to start a new streak now. No, let her live. I love the way she keeps saying, so here's the thing. I know, that's so cute. Outside on the Lord's Day, getting bust down like a pit bull and Great Dane. Oh my goodness, so descriptive. Ash got caught laughing. Ashley signaled to y'all to change the subject. Is hilarious. We're just talking about getting dogged in a sundress on Sunday in front of your mom. Crazy. Her internet went 99 webcam. That's hilarious. Okay. Ashley got the clothes hanger internet. That's funny, Reggie. Mom in there like, you did what outside the sundress? Is she still in the room? Because I've read all that. Okay, great. So we can finish this conversation in more detail on the podcast so that my Facebook doesn't get flagged because we said the SEX word a lot. But congratulations. You're happy, and that's all that matters. You got consent. He took his time. You planned this ahead of time. You probably watched extra carefully that day before you put your sundress on because you knew what was going to go down. We make the decision before the man realizes we made it. So congratulations.
And it was protected. So, of course.
Monty says, Tanjareen, I have some questions that you could possibly incorporate on your podcast if possible. Yes, please type them and let me know in the Discord, Monty, on my Tanjareen, you're a menace. What I do? Send them to me in a DM. God didn't say you can't have it on his day. Did he? Ramona SQ? I feel like he didn't say that. You're right. Sunday sundress. She was in the back auxiliary parking lot at church where they store the extra church bus. Anything else you want to update us on or tell us about?
My question is like I try not to kiss and tell because I want to keep like this thing with this person, like just because I'm very loyal. He and I are like this, cool. But how can how can you avoid maybe having fast feelings from that whole experience?
That's a great question. How do you avoid getting fast feelings after you have been intimate with someone? That is the $1 million question, Ashley. It happens a lot with women. If a woman isn't sure of who she is and she immediately gets some attention from someone else, she's clinging to that person because she needs it, because she might have her own insecurities, or she might not realize how amazing she is, or she might not have enough people giving her attention in their life, not even just sexual, but just attention. The first time she sees it and gets it, she's stuck to that person. She won't keep calling. She want to keep having them come over. What if they want to bring something to eat? Okay, I'll bring it. I ain't got no money, but I'm gonna figure something out. I'm gonna do whatever you need because I need that attention. So it starts with being secure in yourself. Baby, what do you think?
I agree. And it's very unfortunate because once that person comes around, that person is now completely defended. Nobody can say anything about that person to you. So it's like if anybody starts talking about the basketball dude to you, you're like, no, because this, and you're like, yeah, why are you so, what's going on? It's because you've now attached to that person. So,
and it's a soul tie.
Yep.
It's a soul tie.
Baby, soul tie.
Are you disappointed, baby?
And Ashley, very much.
Babe, this is the thing. This is the thing. Guys always tell you, don't wait. Stop saying you're not gonna give them none on the first date. Ladies, go on and give them none. We could give them some. We still gonna care about you. We can still wife you. So she went and got her some.
Are you gonna let me explain?
I just stopped.
This is why I'm disappointed, Ashley. I'm very happy that you got your fix. I can't imagine 7 years going by and that type of pressure that you've been under. However, I told you last week, choose a guy. Y'all don't have to be in a relationship, but choose a guy that you feel is going to be around. Somebody that you know is not just around for the smash, that you can get to know, that you can have this kind of correspondence on a regular basis. The way you've done it is 7 years down the drain for a guy that the reason I asked, was it more than once? And you said just once. Is I'm like, the fact that you were waiting 7 years and it just happened one time on Sunday, and it hasn't been a, hey, I want to see you tomorrow, or let's link up tomorrow night or the day after, or any like substantial plans, means that this was just a one-off, which you're entitled to because you're an adult and this is your hot pocket. But I just think the only variable was 7 years. Had this been 6 months, I wouldn't even be talking about this. But 7 years was a prize. Put it like this. In wrestling, as wrestling fans, there are wrestlers who have titles for a long time. And if you are the person to beat that person for that title, your stock goes through the roof because this champion has held this title for a long time. So for you, you were this champion and you just let it go for a random schmuck. And, you know.
Bandersnatch says, did he even feed you?
I mean, we had conversations before, but like we were having a conversation before we actually did it. Like,
I hope so, but did he feed you?
Stop
the question.
We're not even gonna do that because I don't even want to make you feel bad about what I said. Because again, this is your hot pocket. I'm glad you feel better. I will say the answer to your question, how you don't develop feelings, is you keep it moving. Don't invest too much stock into him. Let him be the one to invest stock into you. And just like you fantasize about him, you can fantasize about somebody else. Don't feel bad about anything. And I hope you continue to get joy because now, you know, the seal is broken. So you can do whatever you want now.
Randy says, ladies, don't give away your gold belt. Woo, she got knocked down by John Cena. No food, girl, hell no. That's the bare minimum. Autumn Reed says, keep it simple and friendly. Don't put labels on it. Don't look for more if you don't want it. Nothing wrong with just sex. Space out the events so you're not dependent. That's that's the answer to your question on how you make sure that you're not too clingy afterwards. What I will say is what I said to you last week, Ashley. I said you had two choices because I knew you were in heat. I knew you were ready to give it to somebody. I said either go ahead and do it to somebody and knock it out just so that you have that done. Then you can be careful, date somebody, you know, take your time, all that good stuff. Or you can not do it once and take your time, date somebody. But I didn't think you were going to make it to the take your time, date somebody, get to know somebody. I just didn't see it happening. So you did what I advised, which was go ahead and get you something because somebody was going to get it. Now you know what it feels like. Now you're back in the saddle. You got the rhythm. Now let's go for relationship. What are you looking for? What are you willing to don't settle is what I should say. What are you willing to?
When you were saying something, it cut off and then you guys came back on.
I saw that. I was just saying, now you can take your time with the next person and don't just settle. Make sure they deserve it. It's your prize. You got it out the way. Now you can say you're not abstinent anymore. Now let's figure out what you really are looking for. Take your time. But good for you. I'm just going to say congratulations. Congratulations.
I just hope all I know is I just hope I wasn't loud enough when I explained it to my mom. That's why I was like, what do I say?
Well, your mom follows me, so she'll see this video.
She don't follow you.
I'm just playing with you. I just want to see what you're going to say. That was a cool magic trick. Maybe the next time y'all see each other, spend quality time, not have Nookie, just to see if he's on the same page as you. Ramona, I'm not even worried about this dude. If he hasn't reached out to her to say, let's hang out or anything, we're not worried about him. We're moving on. It's like swimming. You don't forget how to stroke. Banter, you didn't spray her fast enough with the spray bottle. I'll blame you. Next time, get a room. I just came in and already can say, you guys suck. Thanks, Craig. Appreciate you. Her prize is what she deeply wants in a guy. Yes, exactly. Your mom definitely be on here, Ashley. All right. Thank you for confiding in us. Don't feel bad. You made your choice before you did it. You knew exactly what you wanted to do. And as a grown-up, you went after what you wanted. So congratulations.
Thank you. I just, I'm gonna, of course, take y'all's advice, but I was trying to keep it low key and stuff because I don't know, it's something like this. It's to me, it's very personal just because I just didn't know, okay. I was like, all right, how do I explain it? So.
Well, it's not personal anymore. The World Wide Web knows.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad. I'm glad you feel better. And perk up. You'll have a smile, relive the moments, and have a great day.
Of course. Thank you.
All right, girl. Thank you. Hey, she's shaking it. He said not you guys, us guys. Oh, he says us guys suck. That's what he was trying to say. Thank you for clarifying, Craig, because I didn't know why you came in here insulting us. What's his name? Timothy. Ashley, we love you. You don't feel bad.
Look at the clean cut.
You grown. We're just teasing. Hey, you look great. Oh, he's out of here. Who's on the internet today? She'll get there. I know it. And so does she, Jordan says. Ain't nothing low key about the internet backdoor Ash with the bugs. Because he was outside with bugs, he said in the previous comment. So he put bug emojis. Z-Dog, my pronouns are hey, you, and buddy. Guy Trip, what are you talking about? CT is big disappointed, and I'm with him, Bandersnatch said.
Because she's such a sweet girl, man. And that was just...
But she wanted it. She's been telling us for months she wants it.
It doesn't matter. What we just saw is her first question is genuinely how she feels, which is what I predicted. And I'm not going to say I told you so.
I said it too, though.
But it's like, okay, and we said it too. So when she's like, yo, how do you stop having the fast feelings? And it's like, this is 7 years. This is like a rush all through this one situation. You can't help but your emotions be all over the place because yes, this is a guy that you've known for months, but you entrusted him to have this prize. And I can't imagine breaking that many years and just giving it to somebody that I didn't think was going to be around or know was going to be around or want to see me, immediately or want to do something with me or build something with me right after that. So it's very unfortunate because she's so sweet. I just want more for her than, you could be in heat, but
I agree with you.
At what cost?
I'll say this, and then we got one more person in the green room that we got to get out of here. You guys know I have a web series called The Celibate Nympho Chronicles. That I did, 11, 12 years ago. It's on my YouTube. It came out of a real life experience because I was celibate off and on for 1 to 3 years. When I got to year 3, I had been hanging out with the guy that I really, really cared about and really loved. And I told him, I'm ready to break my abstinence because I didn't know the difference between abstinence and celibate back then. I'm ready to break my abstinence. I choose you. He said no. He was like, that's too special. You've been working on that for a long time.
Respect.
I'm not taking that from you. And I really love this guy. We hung out all the time. He was clearly sleeping with other people because he was also a famous person. But he was like, so women are throwing it at him. But he was like, no, I won't take it from you. I was in heat. So I respected his decision, but I was like, well, somebody's getting this juice box. So if it's not going to be you, I'm going to have to go to somebody else. So I respected him for saying that. And I would have loved to do it with him because he meant something to me. But because he said no, I chose somebody else.
And how'd that go?
It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing because this was a good friend of mine. And we already had a chemistry like that was great. And we ended up having something for some months or whatever that was completely physical only. But this person was like, oh man, you actually went with somebody else. I'm like, yeah, I told you I was ready. He was like, oh, I didn't really know. I didn't understand you were really ready no matter what. I'm like, yeah, I was ready no matter what. So I saw that in Ashley when we talked to her last week. She was ready no matter what. So if nobody had stepped to her to take her to a steakhouse and dancing and fine dining and bought her some red bottoms, she was ready no matter what. So we have to respect that.
I hear you, and I do respect it. It's just like I genuinely love Ashley. So
we all do.
It was like, man.
I guess the person wanted you to find someone special like CT. Oh, Jordan Taylor, real talk. Men
but
don't
she
appreciate.
Didn't. She literally gave it to the next number 2 dude on her list.
Hey, he was high up on the list, though. She also has to realize that this is the third man that we know about in the same space that she's entertained. Men talk, especially because she's in a male-dominated space, too. Bandersnatch, that's a great thing for us to talk to her about in the Discord. You can tell her that in the Marriage Go Round room or in the private DMs, but we have to remember as women that we got to be careful with our count because we don't want to be known as the person who's easy and gives it up and, you know, all of that. Ashley about to be on the episode of Blacked. What is that?
Only the most premium content in adult cinema.
Oh no, I don't want them to film her and put her on a porn site.
No, she would be. I get what you're saying, Zito. Very, very well said.
Autumn Reed says, look, all she did was let the dude knock the dust off. Now she's polished and ready to shine with the right one. Exactly, Autumn Reed. Exactly. Oh, is it the rust? Same thing.
Completely different thing.
Well, rust is worse.
Rust is better because it at least means that it's been inoperable. But dust is like, hey,
all right,
let's take it easy.
My bad. All right, let's get to this caller because we're over an hour already. I had a woman sleep with another guy right after I said I didn't want to take her virginity.
Yo.
Exactly, Kyle. When a woman's ready, she's ready.
Oh, God. I'm not going to divulge that.
CT sounds like he would be a good dad.
Not going to happen.
That's cap.
It's cap that I would be a good dad.
I was reading Jazzy's comment.
Oh, that was crazily timed. Do you notice when I push this and you push that? Mm-hmm. Do you notice it?
Mm-hmm. Okay. She's ready no matter what. She's ready no matter what. Exactly, Kyle. Welcome to the show, Cobra Tay.
Take 2, fresh cut.
Let's go. I mean, whew, my bad, phone's acting up on me, but here, just want to say that episode's been real entertaining. Really just enjoyed it. I did used to date someone who was homeless. The Nikki game wasn't trash, thank God on that part, but I mean it didn't last because you know I couldn't deal with it. I'm sorry. It was one of those type things. But my question to you two is when do you think is a good time to be like, I'm ready now? I'm ready to start. How I'll put it? I'm ready to start testing the waters to see who's out there.
For dating or just intimacy?
Dating.
I'll tell you something that always worked for me. And this is what you have at your disposal that I didn't have. Dating apps. If I were you, I would go on a dating app and be so painfully honest about my life and my situation that any woman that hits you up, you know she's the one for you. I'm talking about be real with it. Like take a profile picture, smiling hard with the tooth out. You do the description. You're like, yo, I'm working at this job. I'm in the church. I'm staying with my people. I have goals of this. I'm looking to just meet friends, new friends. And I promise you, at least 3 women will hit you up. I promise.
And also list your good qualities. List the fact that you're extremely creative and fun and courageous. You're fearless. You get on the show for Tanjareen's Got Talent and you freestyle rap. You do poetry. Like you're very supportive. So put the positive stuff
List
too.
that too.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't have a dating profile, so I don't really know how it works. But I do know, if you are completely honest, you think I have a dating profile?
I don't know, Rick. Do you?
I'm way too popular to have a dating profile and not get back to you. The girls that I would be after, please, they would all be like, "Don't I know you? And I know your wife. And y'all watch the." Oh no, I ain't got time for that.
All right, just checking. Go ahead.
But difference is, you can have a dating profile, wouldn't nobody tell me nothing.
That's right, girls. Stick together. That's right. Everybody want the juice box. Anyway, that was a great question. I think a dating app is great advice.
I hate it here.
I've heard that Hinge has been really successful.
Oh, have you heard it?
Their motto is they're the app you delete.
You know their motto?
Because we have friends who met on there. And they say once you meet the one, you delete the app. So try Hinge, was it Plenty of Fish? Some people don't like that one, but try that one and try, what's the other popular one?
I don't know. You tell me.
I'm drawing a blank, but try dating apps and also try going to places that you enjoy. Like if you like nature and you're out hiking, you might meet somebody. But if you like roller skating and you're at the roller rink, like go to things you like. If you like coffee or tea, hang out at a coffee shop with your phone and just like see who's there. But whatever you're into, do those things.
Also, you tall.
And you'll see.
So the world is your oyster, boy. You got your handsome dude and you're tall. Women love that.
Ashley said.
Just be somewhere, huh?
Of course, Ashley said also Tinder. Because everybody knows Tinder's the one you get on when you're just trying to smash. Ashley!
Oh, yeah?
Ashley, don't act like you don't know that. Tinder and Grindr for the Rainbow Tribe.
Really?
Yes, you know this. Don't act like I'm on them. We know this. This is running jokes.
Hey, Tay, this is a future tip for you. If you ever want to catch your girl lying, just look at her face and don't even say nothing. She'll do all the talking for you.
Bandersnatch says, just be careful. I had a friend get drugged on a dating app date. Women are crazy too.
What happened, Bandersnatch? Tell us the story.
I know you haven't, Ashley, because you would have been smashing way sooner than 7 years if you were on Tinder. Cobra Tay looking like a crossbred between Russell Westbrook and Prince Akeem's son. Thank you, Wills.
This is a good choice. Always a pleasure, Tay. We better get into this drama from Bandersnatch. We got to hear the story.
Thank you for coming on. You had some great questions. I want to hear a good update in the next couple of weeks. Hope you find somebody that you're interested in. You're a handsome, tall guy with some good qualities. So good luck.
Incredible qualities. My guy.
Bye.
My guy.
Hey, man.
Cobra
It's
Tay.
real. I say always lead with the bad qualities, because if I list all the good stuff, you'd be like, all right, bet. And if I don't tell you all the, like, one thing that you always said was, you were like, I appreciate that you always told me all the bad stuff too. So you can make your own decision. I love
that. You were vulnerable with me and you would let me know the real. And I was like, oh, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Randy says, is Ashley Madison still a thing? So you guys know Ashley Madison was the dating app for people to cheat and find affairs. So I think the thing was don't divorce, have an affair. I think that was their motto.
Listen.
But they got caught.
We used to advertise that site when we were on a radio show for Speedy's Comedy Corner on Jamie Foxx's radio station, Foxhole. And even back in 08, 09, I was a kid and I was like, this seems like something, the other shoe gonna drop with this.
Yeah.
There's a site that you sign up for to have an affair. You're using your real name, your credit card information, and you don't think you're gonna be found out about? Not only found out about from a site being hacked, which it was hacked even back then, but the people that you're cheating with, somebody's gonna tell.
Well, the point was,
once fellas get involved,
married people have something to lose.
Right.
So if they cheat with other married people, they're less likely to be that single woman who's like, if you don't get with me, I'm gonna tell your wife about us.
In theory.
So that's what the whole premise was. But yeah, the site got hacked and some people got into some trouble. Sweetest girls driving cars that look like they crashed into a flying elbow. Guy trip. What are you talking about? So Jazzy says maybe Tay and Ashley would make a good match.
That would not be bad. They would actually be that might not be bad.
She likes him brown.
And he's tall. And I can tell she's tall too.
Is he athletic?
Who cares? He's tall.
Who cares? She said she wasn't ready and invited him up because she needed 50. Oh, okay, we're talking about the person that got robbed. She said she wasn't ready and invited him up because she needed 15 to 20 more minutes. He came in, she offered him a soda, and he was drinking it, and he started feeling weird. He ended up leaving.
Yo, I had a dream last night that I was at a Hollywood party and like, you know, I'm walking around with a black shirt on, which is my thing now. I don't know if y'all noticed, black shirt, gun show. And the guys were like, "Hey man, you been lifting?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man, I've been lifting." They were like, "Oh man, you want something to drink? Come on." I had where it's supposed to be.
I'm listening.
Anyway, so it was like, you want something to drink? And I was like, sure. And then he was like, all right, get him some water. And I'm like, yeah, man, just grab me a bottle. And he comes back with a glass. And I was like, nah, I don't drink out of a glass. Right. Somebody brought me something, bro. And he's like, no, it's fine. I'm drinking it too. And I'm like, nah. And I wasn't drinking the water, but I was acting like I was because I know the game. And I act like I was spilling it. And I went and got me a bottle, and everybody just walked away from me. I was like, yeah, I knew what this was about to be. So it's funny that she says that.
Good to know. And also, whatever address that person got, that the guy came up to, means that hopefully she doesn't live there or know, you know what I'm saying? Because that person could come back and be like, this is who drives.
What happened after that, Bandersnatch?
Meanwhile, Jazzy says, I'm going to make a petition for Tay to get into the Pro-Am so he has a better chance with Ashley. That's funny.
Just got that.
Oh, that is funny.
The Pro-Am, because that's the only people getting her attention, boy.
Well, she works right there.
You have a ball.
She said when she got to work, she was like, am I in heaven? All these black basketball
Y'all
players?
playing 21 or y'all playing horse?
We love her. But
I'm going to go to the court and just yell that.
I do want to say.
Ashley here?
I do want to say, there's Bumble and Plenty of Fish. Ashley is letting us know.
All the sites.
But she says she doesn't know personally. And that's what she said also Tinder. She says, I've never been on Tinder. I just heard of them. But I do want to let you guys know before we get out of here that Ashley typed this earlier. Dang, I didn't realize I disappointed folks. Sad face, crying face.
Yeah. Yeah. We were rooting for you. Your boy Cousin Jr. I know I was supposed to come on with y'all tonight. I'm genuinely sorry. I had a huge issue going on with my job at the foster care. I have to reschedule with y'all. Peace and blessings. Sounds like wolf talk to me.
Thanks for letting us have an update, Cousin.
You grown, at least you know it's coming from a place of caring with CT and Tanjareen. Everybody else know what they do behind closed doors, and they have no space for judging you for what you wanted to do. Facts.
Lex is right.
Damn, Clayton, that was pretty good. When you said dating app, I was like, hell no at first.
Dating apps, Lord, y'all gonna have to take caught up with a serial killer and gold digging crazies. I've been to so many dinner parties with other couples, and almost every other couple there met on a dating app, and they have been together for many years. So dating app is the new Facebook or go to the club. I'm just saying. Just
a side note, I used to play football and basketball, but I'm finding time to get back to my CrossFit workouts and playing more basketball.
Okay, Ashley. Too bad they can't date in the Discord, or that might be a match.
All right.
Can I ask Clayton a random question?
Go ahead.
Is this about relationships? Because if not, we're not answering it. A lot of comedians that do skits on Facebook are funny as hell. I can imagine y'all are friends. Has anyone from a streaming service approached you guys about doing a skit show? It's a question I've always wanted to ask one of you guys. Totally off base. Sorry. It is off base, Craig. But thank you for asking it. You can ask us another time. CT.
That's
good snuff. That's how every good snuff movie starts.
He reported her. It didn't have any evidence, the drink, so I don't think it was followed up.
That's not cool. How do you have evidence if you get drugged? You got to go to the doctor, I guess, and get your blood drawn.
Did he say he remembered anything happening to him after he started to feel funny, Bandersnatch?
Maybe that back hole was open.
Jeez Louise.
My bad.
Why is that his voice? I know, Bandersnatch. It just sounds like something that you say.
Oh, Jazzy silly.
Somebody stole his Reese's Pieces.
Why do we even read your comments, Jazzy? Jazzy and Guy.
I know a dude who got roped in the club. Fortunately, his crew took care of him. Men got to be careful like women. Man.
Babe, we got to get out of here.
Yeah. You
read all these comments, but we're over 18, 19
You can fix the disappointment by getting with Tay.
Z-Dog said he would sign the petition, Jazzy. So, how many trolls do they have to go through to meet their mate, Monty says. I don't know, but they're happy.
Massage.
Ashley, if they aren't next in your bed, then their disappointment doesn't matter. Ooh, the only person's satisfaction or happiness that matters is yours.
And mine.
Why does yours matter to Ashley?
Because I said so.
Okay, we got to get out of here. This has been amazing. Monty says women be trying to get that roofie D. It's crazy.
That's wild.
Woke up in Mexico but lived in New York, Randy. Y'all are funny. This has been fun. So fun. We went 19 minutes over.
Yeah, hey, I got one last thing to say.
Okay.
I didn't get to tell you this yesterday. We didn't talk. I was watching this video. About this. He's a bodybuilder, and he was talking about his meals in a day, right? Because he does like 16 hours of fasting cardio, and he eats from 12 until 5, I guess. Anyway, his first meal he'll have a smoothie or a protein shake or whatever, and then the second meal he had like 4 small pieces of broccoli and like beef, like ground beef under the broccoli. So I'll go to the comments. And this was made me think about Green Ranger and Lexi, because the comment read, "Man, broccoli and dog food is crazy."
Which is an inside joke to a previous episode. I don't know, episode 46 or 48 or something, but
yo,
very funny.
That beef looked like dog food. That's what was. Broccoli with dog food is crazy for a meal. I laughed so hard. It was like 3 in the morning when I saw it too, and I was laughing hard, yo.
Using his other name. All right, babe.
Oh.
Any parting words or places you're gonna be or anything before we get out of here?
Yeah, I'm performing all week.
All right.
Yep.
Do you post it anywhere?
On my stories. Y'all know how I get down.
CT is dope on everything. You guys make sure you follow him. CT is dope. His Cash App is hashtag Team CT Entertainment. CT is dope on Patreon and Instagram. It's Team Clayton Thomas on Facebook. Team CT Entertainment on Cash App. You guys know me, official Tanjareen on everything that is not just Tanjareen. Thank you guys so much for having us here for almost an hour and a half. We had a really good time. Ooh, I almost canceled the show because I was doing so much today, but I'm glad we did it. We learned a lot. We had a good time. What are you doing? We need our own sitcom. Have you seen all 8 episodes, all 8 seasons of Family Time yet? All right, let's get out of here. Love you so much.
Broccoli with dog food. Oh, man.
We love you, Ashley. Thank you for confiding in us. Don't let anybody judge you. You're grown. You make your own decisions. And we're here for you if you need more advice. Peace.
Yeah, take care now.